welcome along and welcome to a brand new series here on Purbeck 22. We are going to be doing a start from scratch series here with a little bit of a twist. We can only purchase used equipment. So if we've got something that we need doing and there's not a piece of equipment in the used shop or we don't already own it, we can only lease that equipment, and the lease to buy mod is not available on here, so we won't be able to actually purchase that piece of equipment afterwards, and we can only buy used stuff down here at the shop, which I'm really looking forward to. I think this is going to be a really interesting challenge on here. Just to quickly go over the game settings that we're going to be using for this series. So we are going on 2 days per month for seasons. Crop destruction, periodic plowing, fieldstone, and weeds are all on. We are using normal economic difficulty, and the normal start from scratch gameplay are on here, including high fuel usage. So we're going to be getting through the fuel quite quickly as well. So before we can go any further, really, we need to get started by grabbing some land, I think. And the area of land we're going to grab on here is actually going to be really near the shop. There's 2 areas here. We've got area 17, farm ID 17. That has a 113% increase in precision farming, which we're using on here as well. So I'm going to grab that. That's also got a nice big farm area for us. So we will buy that for 135,000. And then we've got farm ID 19 here, the other side of the road, that has a similar increase in the yield potential, and that is going to cost us 123,000. So we will buy that as well. There we go. So that leaves us with 241,000 with 2 areas of farmland. Let's pop into the shop and see what we've got for our first set of used equipment here. And we've actually got a pretty amazing initial start here. We've got 2 tractors that we could get right at the start here. And with 241,000, these 2 being under 100,000 for both of them, I think we're going to have to get both of them. I think that is something I can't ignore. So let's go here and go through what we can and can't do with the used purchases here. So we'll start with the Kubota M7 series. I cannot change the engine setup on any tractor I buy, so we're stuck with whatever engine setup it comes with. This comes with 128 horsepower. We've got a wheel brand of Trelleborg. We can change the wheels on here. As you guys know, I do like my Michelins. We'll leave the front 3-point on, which adds 5,000, but I think is worth doing. Front loader attacher, we are going to put a front loader attacher on this because it's not a massive tractor, and we can put the Kubota front loader attacher on it. It would be useful to have the Isaria compact and GPS on this as well, I think. That does take the cost of this tractor up to 91,000, but for a good all-round tractor, I think that would be very, very useful. Finally, we've got to pick someone at random from the channel members and patrons to go on the number plate. And congratulations to Sodus. You've been selected at random, so we can actually fit your name on here with a realistic number plate. We're going to go for SO21DUS. Okay, and that has set that up. Let's buy that tractor then, and that is done. Okay, next up we've got the Steyr. We will put some Michelins on this. This is going to be sort of our second tractor, our karting tractor. And wheel setup standard. We're not going to put the Isaria or GPS on this, and we're going to select a second person from the channel members and patrons to go on this number plate as well. And selecting someone at random, congratulations to Axion Grozzo. You have been selected at random, so I'm going to go with AX10NGZ for the number plate for you. So, okay, and there we go. That is our second tractor. And there we are. Purchased for 43,000. Now, I'm also going to pick up the hybrid X tractor. This, I think, will be very useful for us. 20 grand for this. We'll create some long silage bales with it. This is a really good setup. I'm going to put the blue wrap on it, and we do need to pick a third person now. Galcomp Gamer, congratulations to you. You've been selected at random, and I've had to do it. I've had to switch the C and the O round. So, Galcomp, you have GA10CMP on your number plate, and we're going to buy this as well. 20,800. So we spent 156,095 on equipment here, which is quite a lot of money. We've got a really good setup here for our Kubota. We've got the Steyr going, and we've got the X tractor as well, which is going to be great for creating some silage bales. So let's get these back up to our farm. We also have the realistic damage system mod on here that we'll be using through this series. We'll leave the tutorial for that at the moment, and I'm going to get these two tractors and our X tractor back up to the farm. So this is our farmyard that we're approaching. Our main house is here, and we're going to put a welcome mat down at this door here in a bit. First, let's open this up. I think I'm far enough away. Yeah, and this is our farmyard. We've got a good amount of storage space around here. I really like the amount of storage space for everything that we have here. We've got sheds all around here. We've got a grain store here, so we've got a tipping grain store here. We need to make sure we get a bucket, lease a bucket for our tractor, because that will come into here. There's nowhere that we can choose to actually tip otherwise. We can do 3 different crops here. We've got space to store that here. Only thing I dislike on this map is the open doors all the time, the inside of this. So yeah, this grain store here, we can get 3 different crops in. We've got no animals on this side of the farm. We do across the road, and we'll go across there and have a look in a bit, but I need to get us established here. Both of our fields that we have on here currently have sunflowers in. Neither of them are yet ready for harvest, so that's good. We'll be getting into that in the next couple of videos, but at the moment, yeah, they're looking pretty good. I don't know how we're doing. Oh, we've got no precision farming data on these at the moment, and we can't scan them until after harvest. So yeah, we won't have any idea what these fields are like until after we actually get them harvested. Manual attach is another feature that we have on here, so we're going to be using that. As you know, I really like that feature. This is a nice, slightly older tractor, this Steyr, with a good little bit of power, which is why I haven't put the GPS on it, it being an older tractor. Now, we've got the farm up there. That's our main farmyard. But across the road over here, we have this area. And this is where we're going to be doing things like our silage and bits like that. And in we go. So, this actually is a horse area. And I am not going to be using it for horses. We want to get this cleared out, and we're going to put a cow shed down here and do cows on this map. Now, there is a cow farm at the top of the map, and lots of you probably wondering why I haven't bought that if I want to do cows. The simple answer is the land is better around here. We can buy 2 fairly decent sized fields plus 2 grass fields for our money here. And we've got this whole area here that, to be honest, isn't going to be used. Now, this isn't sellable. If we come into here, you'll see that I go demolish. I can't remove any of these. So we're going to have to remove all of this in a different way. The one thing I can sell and get some money back with is our shed over here, our horse shed. So if I sell that, 59,256, so that will go towards us building our cow shed. So yes, we'll sell that, and that then opens up the area at the far end. How I'm going to clear this area out, though, is if we come up here and bring up the help menu, we have the object hider mod on here, the map object hider mod. And yeah, bye-bye. And it's going to take me a little while to clear this area out. So we'll get that hidden. And then we'll be able to place something in here. Last one. So just go through all of this and get it all hidden. Fairly quick and fairly easy. I really love this mod. When you get a map that isn't that customizable, this is just such a useful mod to get things opened up. Right, and we'll just get rid of the flags at either side here and clear that out. And there we go. So now we have a nice big blank canvas that we can do stuff with in this area. And with 144,000, I can pick a fairly decent cow shed. Now, which cow shed are we going to go with here? I think I was going to go with this cow shed. This is a really, really neat cow shed. It works very well. If we line it up properly, we should be able to get access to all ends of it. Now, it says that there is it overlaps with an object, which of course it's with what's going on in this area. We do still have a stand down the bottom end here. So we'll just clear that out. There we go. I don't know what it thinks it's overlapping with, but there's nothing in there now. Thankfully, yeah, in fact, there we go. That's cleared it out. So I want to set this up so that we can easily get out the other end. And yeah, it thinks it's overlapping with stuff down there. So I'm going to clear out. Yeah, we're going to bring this over here. We're then going to clear out the stuff at the other end. So let's just get rid of these barriers because these are very much in our way. And that is the last one of the surround over there. So cleared all of that out. We'll also get rid of this. So bye to the horse walker as well. And yeah, that opens up a huge area here for us to play with. At some point, we got this yard here as well. We've got space to store all of our equipment and everything here. We might even be able to get some sheep in around here as well, which would be really good. There's a nice fenced in area there. Might even try the expandable pastures mod with some sheep in this area here and get them in. For now, let's get our cow shed in and get that set up. So here we go, 130k. It thinks it's overlapping in places. It's not. And look at how well that fits in there. Let's give us a little bit of space around the ends. And 130,000. In goes our cow shed. This is very cool. So over here, this is our milk. Comes out of here. We've got our main cow area in here. So that's really good. We've got tipping for food and everything here. And I'm guessing we've got access. Yeah, access to drop the cows off on the other side there. So we'll have to go and get a trailer to do that. We've got a good amount of space around the end to get tractors through. We'll be able to get some slurry in here. Let's open this up. Yeah, there we go. Open that up. And yeah, we'll be able to drop the cows off here. That's fantastic. So we're going to need to get some stuff working. We need to flatten this out first. That is a big hole. And this is going to cost us a little bit of money to get rid of it, I think. I'm going to try flattening it out and see what happens. Let's go big and bring it up. Yeah, that is using the money up very quickly. There we go, 12,000. Thankfully, we don't have to spend. Oh, we don't have a huge loan on here yet, so we're good as far as that goes. So we've got our starter here. We've got the cow shed set up. I think it might be time to maybe do some work around here and get some stuff together to get the cows started. So down to the shop, and we can use this tractor to do this. Let's go and have a look, see if there's anything now that we're halfway through the day in the sales. Nope, we've still got a very large combine header that we can't use. So let's pop into here. We can only lease stuff from in here, remember? And so let's have a look at our mowers. We've got quite a selection of mowers around here. I'm thinking what with the horsepower that we've got to play with, we're only going to be using something like this or this. I think this one is probably going to be our best bet. Well, with 40 horsepower and 60 horsepower and 80 horsepower, that is 140 horsepower, which is a little bit above what we have. So yeah, let's just go with the side one here. At least this is going to cost us £918. So we'll grab that. We will hook that on the back of the Steyr here, and we'll go and cut both of our fields ready to head one of them and silage bale the other. Our first field is here, field 67. This is the other entrance to our farm. It also gives access to the fields behind, which I was very tempted to get at one point, but it didn't give me the area that I wanted for the cows. So this is actually quite useful, having both sides of the road here. It's also not quite as good an area as the area that our cow farm or our cow area sits in. So that will be very useful. I do want to get a small dairy on here. We'll probably get the container dairy on here once we have the cows up and running. So that should work out fairly well for us. And look at this. This is mowing so nicely. It's going to take no time at all with our two small fields to get these mowed. Because we have two small fields, though, we are going to have to get them mowed on a regular basis. We want to get at least 3 cuts a year out of these, if not 4. We're making very short work of this field with this mower. It's a decent sized mower. This works really, really well on smaller farms. And you don't need a front mower as well going in order to make it work well. Just go round a few times and get everything cut. And then I need to decide which field I'm going to ted and which I'm going to make silage from. And I think 67 we might ted, and then the other field, the one on the other side of the road, is the one that we'll do the silage from. Just about done. Just 2 small bits of grass to finish off. And then that is our first field cut. Absolutely fantastic start. Let's get that turned off, fold it up, and head over to our second field. And access to this field is just down the road here. And yeah, another decent sized grass field. Really happy with all of these fields. Lots of it is accessible only from the road, so there is that. Let's start. Oh, let's unfold this and then get it started up. In fact, I want to be going round the field the other way first, in order to get right up to the edges and get all of the potential grass we've got here. So yeah, 2 fields of sunflowers are what we're going to be harvesting in the next couple of months. And sunflowers is not a crop that I've done an awful lot. The advantage we've got here is we can get a sunflower header on whatever combine we get, because we're going to be leasing the combine to start off with. If we are lucky enough, we might be able to buy a combine fairly early on, but I think what we're actually going to end up doing is leasing the combine for the first year at least, and then keeping an eye out over the winter, because that's when the combines tend to appear in the used shop, and then we'll go from there. What was that? What are those? Let's get rid of these. Those should not be in my grass field. There we go. 2 great big concrete lumps left over from the horse field. First round, the field done. Let's back this up. and turn around and go the other way. And then we'll be good. I need to work out where we're going to place the X tractor to make the silage bales, because of course wherever we do, we're going to get our silage snake, and we want to make sure that it's not in the way for whatever we want to do later on the farm. Going around the field a few times now, getting all of this cut. This field definitely is bigger than the one the other side of the road. Yeah, field 68 being much bigger than field 67. So it's taking a little while longer to get done. Doing this cut today, though, getting these done now, this is going to ensure that we get a second cut at the end of the year, which is fantastic. 2 lots of silage and hay off here this year will keep our cows going for quite a while, and that will make me very happy once we're fully set up on here. And yeah, that'll bring in a whole load of milk and allow us to start creating butter and cheese and everything like that. I might even put up a market stall somewhere just so that we can get stuff going, or maybe a vending machine, something that we're able to just put a regular daily dose of stuff into in order to keep a regular income and money coming, because we're gonna need daily cash in order to make sure that we can lease equipment when we need to, and when a piece of equipment that we need comes up in the shop for sale, that we're able to immediately go and grab it. That is going to be the trickiest thing on here, when we're needing the money, so that when we have something that we see that we need for the farm, we can immediately go, right, let's get that. And last little bit of grass, let's get that done, and in. Got a little bit there we can clear up. This little Snyder has been really useful, this 8150. I'm liking it. I've not used it much in game, and it's doing the job admirably. I mean, this is not really a stretch for this tractor, this mower, but it has done a great job with it. And now we'll take the mower back to the shop. We'll return it because we're not going to be using this for 3 months, so it would cost us a fair amount of money to keep it around. And instead, we'll go and swap it out and hire a tedder. Lots of options on here. I think we'll try and keep the price down. We've got a few choices. Let's again, worth checking here on a regular basis. We've got a roper front for a harvester there, so we're not going to go with that. So tedder, and I think the small potinger should do us for what we need. Only 4.4 meters, but that's fine. So let's grab that. Takes us a little longer to do, but we're not doing a massive field. That does not cost us very much to do that lease. So that will work nicely. I'm wondering with this series whether we will see stuff that we lease appear more often in the shop. So I'm keeping an eye out on that. If that's the case, then we definitely want to be leasing stuff that we eventually would very much like to own, because obviously if that has an effect on it, that is going to make a big difference for us. So let's start this up, drop it down, and around this field we go, making some hay. Simon's definitely caught up with us today. It is just turned 5 o'clock and we are still tedding this. We've still got to row it up, and we still need to get it baled. I think to get things baled quickly, we might not be able to pick up all of the bales today, but I would really like to get them done. But time, as I said, is running away with us right now. There we go. That is the last of the field tethered. Right, let's go grab ourselves a windrower and try and get this windrowed up. It is now 26 minutes past 5. And wow, a T-Series Voltra has appeared in the shop. A my small tractor here. That is not. You see, this is what's really gonna kick us. we grabbed 2 tractors that were really good, really decent. And I could sell the Kubota for 43,000. It cost me 90. But it would have been really great to have had the Kubota and then the Valtra on top. But 94,000, I don't think, even with dropping our tractor off, that we could really get that. So that's annoying. That's really annoying. We could borrow the money and do it. And I'm very tempted to do that, actually. That T-Series Valtra is really nice. What's the power? 210 horsepower. I think we'll sleep on this and see if it's still here in the morning. Meanwhile, let's return the tether. Yes, and let's grab a windrower. We want ideally one which is a double like that. Yeah, that I think is going to be our best bet given the rest of these. So let's grab the Sammys. At least that's going to be 994. And yeah, I really fancy that Valtra. But that does mean returning this tractor straight off the bat. And I think we'll have to have a look and see where things are tomorrow. Because, yeah, this is our older tractor. We have got a day's use out of it. But that Valtra 200 horsepower would be so useful going forwards. A Valtra and Kubota combo on here would be really nice. And to have 2 tractors with GPS would also be really nice. And I really looking at this and going, how are we with 2 tractors that are very similar? And really this is the tractor that I wanted to do the workhorse stuff with, and we've not got GPS on it, and there are lots of reasons why I should replace this tractor with the Valtra. I don't know. We've got this field road up now though, which is great news. I don't think we're gonna bale anything today, so we're gonna end up getting all of this baled next time. With a little bit of grass growth on it. And yeah, I am going to have to sleep on that Valtra. And I am very much erring towards the side of getting it. It's one of those things where my first upgrade tractor-wise was to go to 200 horsepower. And it's laid it out to me on day 1. And I know if I hadn't picked up this tractor and just gone with the Kubota today, then that tractor would never have appeared in the shop at the end of it. So we'll see what the morning brings, I think, but at the moment I'm very much leaning towards grabbing it. One thing I won't be grabbing though is a baler. The light is now fading fast. It is 7 in the evening. And we've managed to get both of these fields cut, one of them tethered, and both roads today. Getting them baled will be fairly quick. We only need to get a regular baler next time, and then get these fields baled up and taken to the cow barn. We might be able to actually get some cows set up as well, which would be fantastic. We might even be getting into the sunflower harvest in the near future too. Although I want to keep an eye on that. I want to get the cows set up and sorted first. For today though, I think we are just about done on here. So all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.